My dear countrymen, Namaskar. Today, the whole country is united against terrorism, filled up with anger and resolve. Today, every Indian holds the same resolve that we have to end terrorism. Friends, the valor displayed by our forces during Operation Sindoor has made every Indian proud. The precision and accuracy with which our forces destroyed the terrorist hideouts across the border is amazing. Operation Sindoor has lent new confidence and enthusiasm to the fight against terrorism across the world. Friends, Operation Sindoor is not just a military mission. It is a picture of our resolve, courage, and a transforming India. And this picture has infused the whole country with a sense of patriotism and has painted it in the hues of the tricolour. You must have seen that in many cities, villages and small towns of the country, Tiranga Yatras were organized. Thousands of people came out holding the tricolour to pay their respects and honour to the country's armed forces. In many a city, a large number of youth came together to become civil defence volunteers. And we saw that the videos from Chandigarh went viral. Poems were being written on social media. Songs of resolve were being sung. Little children were creating paintings that carried great messages hidden in them. I had gone to Bikaner just 3 days ago. There, children had gifted me one such painting. Operation Sindoor has influenced the people of the country so much that many families have made it a part of their lives. In Katihar in Bihar, Kushinagar in UP, and many other cities, children born during that period have been named Sindoor. Friends, our soldiers destroyed terror bases. It was their indomitable courage, along with the power of weapons, equipment, and technology made in India. It also included the resolve of Atmanirbhar Bharat, the sweat of our engineers, our technicians, in fact that of everyone is involved in this victory. After this campaign, a renewed energy is visible in the whole country regarding vocal for local. Many things touch the heart. A parent remarked, "We'll now buy toys only made in India for our children." Patriotism will start from childhood. Some families have taken a pledge. We'll spend our next vacation in some beautiful place in the country. Many young persons have taken a pledge to wed in India, that they would get married in the country itself. Someone also said, "Now, whatever gift we'll give, it'll be made by an Indian artisan." Friends, this itself is the real strength of India. Connection between people and minds. Public participation. I urge all of you to come. Let us take a pledge on this occasion. Whenever possible in our lives, we'll accord priority to products made in the country. This is not just a matter of economic self-reliance. It is a feeling of participation in nation building. One step of ours can become a huge contribution to the progress of India. Friends, traveling to a place by bus is such a common thing, but I want to tell you about a village where a bus has reached for the first time. People there had been waiting for this day for years. And when the bus reached the village for the first time, people welcomed it by playing the Dhol Nagada. Upon seeing the bus, their joy knew no bounds. There was a paved road in the village. People needed it, but a bus could never run here before. Why? Because this village was affected by Maoist violence. This place is in Gadchiroli district of Maharashtra, and the name of this village is Katezhari. This change in Katezhari is being felt in the entire surrounding region. Now the situation here is becoming normal rapidly. On account of the collective fight against Maoism, Basic facilities have started reaching such areas as well. The people of the village say that with the arrival of the bus, their lives would become much easier. Friends, in Mann Ki Baat, we've already discussed the Bastar Olympics held in Chhattisgarh and the science lab in Maoist affected areas. The children here are passionate about science. They're also doing great in sports. Such efforts reflect how courageous the people living in these areas are. These people have chosen the path of improving their lives amidst so many challenges. I'm also very happy to know that the results of Dantewada district in the 10th and 12th standard examinations have been excellent. With nearly 95% result, this district topped the 10th standard results. Whereas in the 12th standard examination, this district secured the 6th position in Chhattisgarh. Imagine Dantewada, where Maoism was once at its peak. Today, the flag of education is flying high there. Such changes fill us all with pride. My dear countrymen, I now want to share a piece of good news related to lions. In just the last 5 years, the population of lions in Gir, Gujarat has increased from 674 to 891. This number of lions that emerged after the lion census is very encouraging. Friends, many of you must be wondering how this animal census is conducted. This exercise is very challenging. You'll be surprised to know that the lion census was conducted in 11 districts in an area of 35,000 square kilometers. For the census, the teams monitored these areas round the clock, 24 hours. Both verification and cross-verification were done in this entire campaign. This enabled the counting of lions to be completed with utmost precision. Friends, the rise in the population of the Asiatic lion shows that when the sense of ownership strengthens in the society, amazing results happen. A few decades ago, the situation in Gir was very challenging, but the people there came together to bring about a change. Along with the latest technology, global best practices were also adopted there. During this time, Gujarat became the first state where women were appointed as forest officers on a large scale. All these have contributed to the results we are seeing today. We'll have to remain vigilant and alert like this for wildlife protection. My dear countrymen, just a couple of days ago, I went to the first Rising Northeast Summit. Before that, we also celebrated the Ashtalakshmi Mahotsav, dedicated to the strength of the Northeast. The Northeast is something extraordinary. Its strength, its talent is really amazing. I've come to know an interesting story about Crafted Fibers. Crafted Fibers is not just a brand. It is a beautiful confluence of Sikkim's tradition, the art of weaving and the sense of fashion today. It was started by Dr. Chewang Norbu Bhutia. He is a veterinary doctor by profession and a true brand ambassador of Sikkim's culture by heart. He thought, why not give a new dimension to weaving? And this thought gave birth to Crafted Fibers. He connected traditional weaving with modern fashion and made it a social enterprise. Now, he doesn't just make clothes, he weaves lives. He provides skill training to local people, making them self-reliant. By connecting village weavers, cattle rearers and self-help groups, Dr. Bhutia has created new avenues of employment. Today, local women and artisans are earning well through their skills. Crafted Fibers shawls, stoles, gloves, socks, all are made by local handloom. The wool used in it is obtained from the rabbits and sheep of Sikkim. The colors are also completely natural. No chemicals, only the hues of nature. Dr. Bhutia has lent a new identity to the traditional weaving and culture of Sikkim. Dr. Bhutia's work teaches us how much tradition can attract the world when it is combined with passion. My dear countrymen, today I want to tell you about a wonderful person who's an artist as well as a living inspiration. His name is Jeevan Joshi, age 65 years. Now imagine how full of life one who has Jeevan in one's name itself must be. Jeevanji lives in Haldwani, Uttarakhand. During childhood, polio took away the strength of his legs, but polio could not snatch his courage. Even though his walking speed slowed down, his mind kept soaring on every flight of imagination. In this flight, Jeevanji gave birth to a unique art. He named it Baat. In this, he makes beautiful art pieces from the dry bark that falls apart of pine trees. The very bark, which people generally consider useless, becomes a heritage as soon as it comes into Jeevanji's hands. Every creation of his bears the fragrance of the soil of Uttarakhand. Sometimes it is the folk instruments of the hills, and at times it seems as if the soul of the hills has permeated that wood. Jeevanji's work is not just art, it is a sadhana. He has dedicated his entire life to this art. Artists like Jeevan Joshi remind us that no matter what the circumstances are, if the intention is strong, nothing is impossible. His name is Jeevan, and he has really shown what it means to live life. My dear countrymen, today there are many women who are working in the fields as well as touching the heights of the sky. Yes, you heard it right. Now the women of the village are flying drones as Drone Didi and ushering in a new revolution in agriculture. Friends, in Sangareddy district of Telangana, women who had to depend on others till some time ago, today those very women are completing the work of spraying pesticides on 50 acres of land with the help of drones. 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, and the work is done. Neither the scorching sun nor the danger of poisonous chemicals. Friends, the villagers have also accepted this change wholeheartedly. Now these women are not known as drone operators, but as sky warriors. These women are telling us that change comes when technology and determination go together. My dear countrymen, less than a month is left for International Yoga Day. This occasion reminds us that if you are still away from yoga, join yoga now. Yoga will change the way you live your life. Friends, since the beginning of Yoga Day on the 21st of June 2015, attraction towards it is rising continuously. This time too, the zeal and enthusiasm among people all over the world with regard to Yoga Day is amply visible. Myriad institutions are sharing their preparations. The pictures of past years have been very inspiring. We have seen that during these years, people in various countries have made yoga chain or yoga ring. There are many pictures which depict 4 generations doing yoga together. Many people have chosen iconic places of their city for yoga. You too can think of celebrating Yoga Day in some interesting way this time. Friends, the government of Andhra Pradesh has started Yoga Andhra Abhiyan. Its objective is to develop the yoga culture in the entire state. Under this campaign, a pool of 10 lakh people practicing yoga is being created. I'll get an opportunity to participate in the Yoga Day program in Visakhapatnam this year. I'm happy to know that this time too our young friends are going to perform yoga at iconic places related to the heritage of the country. Many youth have pledged to create a record and become a part of the yoga chain. Our corporates too are not lagging behind in this. Some institutions have set aside a separate place for yoga practice in their offices. Some startups have set up office yoga hours. There are also people who are preparing to go to villages and teach yoga. This awareness of people about health and fitness gives me immense joy. Friends, along with Yoga Day, something has happened in the field of Ayurveda as well, which you will be very happy to know about. Just yesterday, that is, on the 24th May, an MOU was signed in the presence of WHO Director General and my friend Tulsi Bhai. Along with this agreement, work is started on a dedicated traditional medicine module under the International Classification of Health Interventions. This initiative will help in making Ayush reach maximum number of people across the world in a scientific manner. Friends, you must have seen blackboards in schools, but now sugar boards are also being installed in some schools. Not blackboard, but sugar board. The aim of this unique initiative of CBSE is to make children aware of their sugar intake by understanding how much sugar should be consumed and how much sugar is being consumed. Children have started choosing healthy options themselves. This is a unique effort and its impact will also be very positive. It can prove to be very helpful in inculcating healthy lifestyle habits from childhood. Many parents have appreciated it, and I believe that such initiatives should also be taken in offices, canteens, and institutions. After all, if there is health, there is everything. Fit India is the foundation of a strong India. My dear countrymen, how can it be possible that there is talk of Swachh Bharat and the listeners of Mann Ki Baat stay behind? I have full faith that all of you are strengthening this campaign at your own level. But today, I want to tell you about an example where the resolve for cleanliness conquered even insurmountable challenges. Just imagine, a person is climbing snowy mountains where it is difficult to breathe. There is danger to life at every step, and still that person is engaged in cleaning there. Something similar has been done by members of our ITBP team. This team went to climb the world's most difficult peak, Mount Makalu. But friends, they didn't just climb the mountain, they added another mission of cleanliness to their goal. They took up the task of removing the garbage lying near the peak. Just imagine, the members of this team brought down more than 150 kilograms of non-biodegradable waste with them. Cleaning at such a height is not an easy task, but this shows that where there is determination, the path is created automatically. Friends, another important topic related to this is paper waste and recycling. A lot of paper waste is generated in our homes and offices every day. Perhaps we consider it normal, but you'll be surprised to know that about a fourth of the country's landfill waste is related to paper. Today, there's a need for every person to think in this direction. I'm happy to know that many startups of India are doing excellent work in this sector. In many cities like Visakhapatnam and Gurugram, many startups are adopting innovative methods of paper recycling. Some are making packaging boards from recycled paper. Others are making newspaper recycling easier through digital methods. In cities like Jalna, some startups are making packaging rolls and paper cores from 100% recycled material. You will also be inspired by knowing that recycling 1 ton of paper saves 17 trees from being cut and thousands of liters of water is saved. Just think, when mountaineers can bring back waste under such difficult conditions, we too should definitely contribute to recycling by separating paper in our homes or offices. When every citizen of the country thinks, what better one could do for the country, only then can we bring about a big change together. Friends, recently, Khelo India Games were a big hit. 5 cities of Bihar hosted the Khelo India Games. Matches of different categories were held there. The number of athletes who reached there from all over India was more than 5,000. These athletes have praised the sporting spirit of Bihar and the warmth shown by the people of Bihar. Friends, the land of Bihar is very special. Many unique things happened here in this event. This was the first edition of Khelo India Youth Games, which reached the whole world through the Olympic Channel. People from all over the world saw and appreciated the talent of our young players. I congratulate all the medal winners, especially the top three winners, Maharashtra, Haryana and Rajasthan. Friends, a total of 26 records were made in Khelo India this time. In the weightlifting competitions, the brilliant performances of Asmita Dhone of Maharashtra, Harshavardhan Sahu of Odisha and Tushar Chaudhary of Uttar Pradesh won everyone's heart. Sairaj Pardesi of Maharashtra went on to create 3 records. In athletics, Kader Khan and Sheikh Zishan of Uttar Pradesh and Hansraj of Rajasthan performed brilliantly. This time, Bihar also won 36 medals. Friends, the one who plays blooms. The tournament holds great significance for young sporting talent. Such events will further enhance the future of Indian sports. My dear countrymen, the 20th of May was celebrated as World Bee Day, a day which reminds us that honey is not just sweetness, it is also an example of health, self-employment and self-reliance. During the last 11 years, a sweet revolution has taken place in beekeeping in India. 10-11 years ago, honey production in India was around 75,000 metric tons in a year. Today, it has increased to around 1.25 lakh metric tons. That is, there has been an increase of about 60% in honey production. We've become one of the leading countries in the world in honey production and export. Friends, national beekeeping and honey mission have a big role in this positive impact. Under this, thousands of farmers associated with beekeeping were imparted training, equipment, and their direct access to the market was created. Friends, this change is not only visible in figures, it is also clearly visible on the ground level in the villages. There is an example of Korea district of Chhattisgarh, where tribal farmers have created a pure organic honey brand named Son Honey. Today that honey is being sold on many online portals including GEM, that is, the hard work of the village is now going global. Similarly, thousands of women and youth in Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, West Bengal and Arunachal Pradesh have become honey entrepreneurs. Friends, now work is being done not only on the quantity of honey but also on its purity. Some startups are now certifying the quality of honey with AI and digital technology. The next time you buy honey, do try the honey made by these honey entrepreneurs. Try to buy honey from a local farmer, from a woman entrepreneur as well, because every drop of it contains not only taste but also the hard work and hopes of India. This sweetness of honey is the taste of a self-reliant India. Friends, while we are talking about the efforts of countries related to honey, I would like to tell you about another initiative. It reminds us that the protection of honeybees is not just a protection of the environment, but also that of our agriculture and future generations. Here was an example of the city of Pune, where a beehive was removed from a housing society, perhaps on account of security reasons or fear. But this incident forced someone to think something. A young person named Amit decided that bees should not be removed, but they should be saved. He learnt himself, researched on bees and started adding others too. Gradually, he formed a team which he named Bee Friends, that is, Bee Mitra. Now these bee friends transfer beehives from one place to another in a safe manner, so that people are not in danger and the honeybees also stay alive. The effect of this endeavor of Amit ji has also been great. Honeybee colonies are being saved. Honey production is increasing, and most importantly, awareness is also rising among people. This initiative teaches us that when we work in harmony with nature, everyone benefits from it. My dear countrymen, that's all for this episode of Mann Ki Baat. Keep sending me the achievements of the people of the country and their efforts for the society. We'll meet again in the next episode of Mann Ki Baat. We'll discuss many new topics and new achievements of countrymen. I'm waiting for your messages. Thank you very much. Namaskar.